Hi there. Thank you so much for joining us on another episode of the program Her Voice Her Strength, reaching you from NTA Channel 12 Oyo. I am your anchor, Dora Okobase. On today's episode of the program, we shall be talking with a very senior citizen of this country, DIG Udom Ekbodom, who is the chairman, board of governors of Top Ivory School, the pro-chancellor of University of Calabar. He is our guest today on the program. And we shall be looking at governance, at leadership, as it also pertains to women. How are they also participating? What is the degree? And what's the percentage of women in politics in Nigeria? That is our focus today on the program. And before we continue, I'd like to take a very short break, and when we return, I'll bring our resource person to you, and you will listen to everything he has to say and learn from it too.
Imagine a world where every woman's voice is heard, every story is told, and she is empowered. Think of a world where women rise above challenges, shattered glass ceilings, and inspire generations. Welcome to Her Voice, Her Strength, where we celebrate the unbreakable spirits of women. Join us as we share stories of resilience, courage, and triumph. Hear from women who are changing the world, one voice at a time. Together we shall amplify conversations that shape our lives and empower each of us to being our best selves. Don't miss Her Voice, Her Strength on NTA Channel 12 Uyo, on Facebook and on YouTube every Saturday by 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Join the movement. Amplify her voice.
Alright, welcome back to the program. Don't forget, this is an independent production. You can participate on this program by calling us on 0703 125 1348. You can as well send SMS. You can also sponsor the program, and you can also call that number for participation. For special appearance, yes, we do indoor and outdoor coverage. You can come to our studios. I can also come to your own office to ensure that we get whatever you have in building Nigeria, because it is a collective responsibility to build this country. And without much ado, I bring to you our resource person for today, DIG Udom Ekbodom, retired, a very revered citizen of this country who was if affected a lot of lives, touched a lot of lives, politically, socially, economically, with even the resources, his personal resources. I wouldn't even talk about the educational sector. He has done hugely on that sector to ensure that children have scholarships every school year, and he still does that. And that's why, since he's also an elder statesman in governance, we had to bring this conversation to his office for him to also bear his mind on issues, political issues in Nigeria. Good afternoon, good evening, sir. It's a very delightful event having you join this episode of the program, Her Voice, Her Strength.
Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you so very much. Okay, talking about governance in Nigeria, how far so far? I think men have always dominated the circle, and they have eaten fat, and it appears women are few. And how far is governance in Nigeria, with women being a spice to each level, from the state level to the national level to even the local government level? How have you seen governance in Nigeria?
Okay, I would start by saying that I don't believe women are not treated fairly because of governance of this great country. I love my people one of the things that I love about people is that they don't discriminate against women. If they do that, we want to have one person to catch them.
Yeah.
Why? Because I was born from a woman. I have a wife. I have daughters. I have granddaughters. So somebody have thought of neglecting women. So I mean the first one to that.
They fight.
Yes. But I think the government is trying its best. They want to start for the state government, federal government, inclusive government. Like this one, I'm just for someone now. I was invited by a local phone this afternoon. They didn't introduce ourselves. I've been a cultural in a Kwai church of humanitarian affairs.
Okay.
A woman. I went there, came to a drink with my mother to share the goodies sent to my people by our dear state governor,
Okay.
Pastor
Why not?
Mano. And you see, the deputy governor is a woman. A lot of other places, the governors of these states have been held by women. The good federal government, the same thing. Women are everywhere. The other thing I would like to say that we should encourage our women to be more interested in politics. Because today I don't think we have enough women that are interested in politics. You go to the National Assembly, women are there, and to me they're not enough. The people that are not doing shit. You go to election, you go to a state assembly. I don't think I have enough women there. Why? Because the places that we feel through elections. So rather than advise our women to come out and take part fully politics, so that these people that look and see the women are not there, they can move enough women. Like I said presently, the women have been taken care of. I would not say that they let him push. After the women have been elected, they go and order women to go and join the elected. It will not be elected again. It will not be democracy. So the women have to be advised to come out and take part in terms of election.
Okay, sir. You have made a very striking point. Women should come out, and I think for some time now, some cross-section of women or some selected women have also summoned up courage to come out, during elections to vie for one position or the other. But I still feel the center is not fair enough for women, because the men will always have the grounds to say, oh, we don't want a woman here, or we want a woman here, and at the end the election will not favor the woman. Okay, for example, when Sarah Jibril came out, to be voted for, she only went away with her votes, and the men did not give space. So I want to still believe that it's not because women are not coming out, but because the men are not allowing. Don't you see that?
I don't think you're not correct, because is it only the men that vote? Today, for my calculation, we are more women voters than men. Then if there are more women voters than men, and you don't have many women where they should be in terms of voted elective privileges, you cannot blame the men. One could be for some reasons, some women don't want to vote for their
Counterpart.
The women don't want to come out to be voted for. So I think nobody to blame, but the women have to be encouraged to come out. Nobody neglects women as well as do in Nigeria.
Nobody.
No.
Okay, thank you so much, DIG. He is saying that a woman is a woman's problem. So if we have many women always going out to the polls to vote for men, and then they have women also on the lineup, they don't vote for them, it's not the men's problem. It's not the cause of the men if the women are few in the elected positions. It means that women don't even trust themselves enough to vote for themselves in any elected position. So sir, what do you think is the problem that a woman wouldn't want to vote another woman, in your own perspective, that you've been even in the police force for years before you retired, and I think we've not had any IG who is a woman in Nigeria, have we? Do we have any DIG who is a woman in Nigeria? Do we have all those in the security outfit? Do we even have women? So what do you think is the reason that women don't actually support or vote for the agenda?
Initially, the police force, to be specific, women were not allowed to rise above certain rank.
Okay.
That was the rank of chief secretary of police.
Okay.
But that was those days. But now, women can climb to any rank. I remember one of my classmates, he climbed to go to the rank of DIG. I retired as a DIG, he retired as a DIG. What we don't have today, as of today, is man IG. We talk about DIGs, they are there. Talk about AIGs, they are there. Talk about commissioners of police, they are very there. And I didn't the rank they are there. Only IG they are not there yet. And I'm convinced one day they will bring them.
Okay. So as it is it very possible for Nigeria to have a president who is a female, like a country called Namibia? The president of that country is a woman. So is it possible for Nigeria to have a woman as the president? Is it also possible in Akwa Ibom State we have a woman as the governor? Is it also possible to have women heading or being the speaker of Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly? Is it possible?
If it's possible on other places, why is it not possible in Nigeria or in Akwa Ibom State? All these things are possible. I believe with time we'll get there. Now we have gotten governments. We have got women speakers before. What next? What remains to the president or the governor? I'm convinced anytime from now, if they come back the way I believe they should come back, we will have a female governor or a female president. What is it they cannot be reached? They cannot reach that rank. No, they cannot. Look at the total from good there. And also women, the way you know that, even without some men, I have to say that. I have to say that some men, some women are very more active than some men. Who can stop them from being the president of this country?
Okay, sir, with the way Nigeria's politics is being designed, with the way things go in this country that you and I know politically, are you sure a woman can really participate up to wanting to become the president, and he or she will be given that opportunity? Because if a man comes out and it's like, I don't know, I may not be correct, Nigeria is this kind of country that is controlled in cabal. And if a woman is not in any of the cabal that produces or that leads, that woman cannot see the light of the day. So with what you know politically, is it very easy for a woman to emerge despite the political tone of this country?
I don't believe that Nigeria is ruled by any state.
There's no cabal.
States are ruled by cabal.
Okay.
And they want to call for a ruling party in any state, a cabal. Or a ruling party in the federal government, a cabal. It's nothing like cabal. It depends on the way you work to produce your governor. Or the way you work to produce a president, and you take of that state, or those states, and the federal government. As of today, I have not seen anything in terms of structure, in terms of the constitution, that debars a woman from climbing to any rank, any post in the country. I don't know of any post the constitution says a woman should not climb to. They know that I have to be corrected. The problem is the women. I want them to mention one post. The voters are mentioned here. The voters are women.
Mostly women.
The ball is in women's courts. Yes, it could be they are afraid of themselves that they will not be able to rule. That's why they don't vote for their women to become governors, or to become president. They believe one day it will happen. That is my belief.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much. You've heard there from DIG Odomepodo. We are still in this discussion. We are not done yet. It's just a time to take a break, and when we return, this conversation continues. Please don't go away.
Imagine a world where every woman's voice is heard, every story is told, and she is empowered. Think of a world where women rise above challenges, shattered glass ceilings, and inspire generations. Welcome to Her Voice, Her Strength, where we celebrate the unbreakable spirits of women. Join us as we share stories of resilience, courage, and triumph. Hear from women who are changing the world, one voice at a time. Together we shall amplify conversations that shape our lives and empower each of us to being our best selves. Don't miss Her Voice, Her Strength on NTA Channel 12 Uyo, on Facebook and on YouTube every Saturday by 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Join the movement. Amplify her voice.
Alright, you're welcome back. And the striking point that the DIG has made is that the ball is in the court of women. When you complain as a woman that the men, they've hijacked everything, they are not allowing women to participate, he is saying that you are your problem. Yes, if we have women as the greater number of people who vote during elections, and a woman stands out for any elected position and the woman doesn't win, we still blame women who are the majority during the polls. So I want to agree with what the DIG has said, but if you have a contrary point to make, you can drop on the comment section. You can also follow me on Facebook. The ID on Facebook is Dora Ndem, or you can follow my second page, Dora Ndem TV. You can call 0703-1251-3482. Participate and also sponsor this program. And don't forget, this program is every Saturday on NTA channel 12 Uyo, on Facebook Live. It's always live on Facebook, live on YouTube every 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. You can as well see this program on Star Times, and that is how we are gradually getting globally. Thank you so much. I'm still with DIJ Odom Ekbudomi. Is the one talking about women and governance this evening on the program, and he is saying that Nigeria has open-handedly an opportunity for women to also participate in politics, but the women are the ones shying away. Women are the ones always drawing backward, running backward, and not coming to the forefront to say yes they want. And he says he believes if a woman should become the president of Nigeria tomorrow, that he will believe in that woman, and that's a very, very, very strong word that is coming from an elder statesman and also a politician. And even in his school, I've also discovered that he has very many women working here, which means he is a gender loving kind of a politician. He's not someone that is biased, when it comes to gender. All right, let's continue this conversation. When you look at the just concluded drama in the Senate, where one of the senators who represented Kogi, Natasha Okpoti, had a fracas with the Senate president and the Senate as a whole, because it wasn't like a Senate president thing, it was a Senate of Nigeria. So is that something that can also be a barrier to other women who would want to? Because sometimes they say in our local parlance, they break it, someone can just stand up and do something in a group of person, and that thing becomes a deterrent to other people. It locks the door of favor, for someone. So when other women will be saying, okay, 2027 is a build-up, people are preparing to, I will aspire. This one will say, I will aspire, and they will say, no, we don't want any woman. Remember what Natasha did? No. So would you say that what Natasha did, or that event, that particular event that played in the Senate, can be a barrier to the success of a woman in politics?
The drama created what were known as Natasha has come and has gone. I don't believe that would deter, voting for women or allowing women to have a legislative push. Can you forget people like Wela?
Ngozi Wela, yeah.
Is not a woman?
She is.
There are women like that. Everything depends. I think it depends on the home bringing. That I said they also do home bringing. A very bad home bringing. Nobody that will be from a well-organized family, disciplined family, that will do what that lady was trying to do. It was a drama. Everybody in this country didn't like what he did. So that cannot deter for other women from claiming to in the way politically. The woman will read it according to her background. I don't really, in some places now, they will looking at your background. Like the police force, people don't know what they're doing now. You apply to be an officer in the police force. So you basically do all through your family background. You don't know. You go to find out who your father was, who your grandfather was, and so on and so forth. And because of that, they never used to recruit criminals into the police force. The same thing in the politics now. I think they will ask the one that wants to be speaker, who was the one that who was not a prostitute, who was not a woman that had no shame, was not one that used to fight in the public, as one of from a mature, well-cultured family. Nobody will stop doing from climbing because of unattached behavior. That's my belief.
Okay. All right. So, in your own assessment, what are the challenges? Like the politicians are preparing for 2027. A lot has been said already, and some underground work and assignments and things are going on in quarters. So, what are the challenges? What do you think is the challenge that may likely limitate women from getting there? Things that can limit them from succeeding.
I'm not saying anything of the special. They will leave women. The thing that will leave women from getting there, the same thing that will leave men from getting there.
Which is what?
Challenges. One, finance. You don't have money, you don't talk about
Politics.
Finance number one now. You know? Not all the men that have money, not all the women that have money.
And sponsors.
And the sponsors, you cannot go to this level without good sponsors. You have good sponsors, you will or belonging to a good political party. Now, only a fool would like to go to a party who you will in the year 2027. Except being a member of APC. They know too much about that. No, they want their form, they are wasting their time. The young are made up their mind, they are twisting everybody. They will vote for APC. So, if you want to make a nice, you want to be APC, you want to go to the right party, then means that you have fair from the beginning. So, I would advise the women who would like to be politicians to do the political party, they choose the good political party, they will judge so they will be able to win the election. So what would I like to say?
Okay. He has made 2 points there. He says, number one, he has mentioned finance, that without money, actually, that you can't make headway, because you need money to get your form, you need money to make registrations and all that, and you have to also be a member of a viable and active political party. That can also be something that will draw you back, or something that can stand against you or make you not heard or not seen politically. Okay, away from that. And then, sir, we are all living in Nigeria. What can you say about President Tinubu's administration?
If I want to talk about our President Tinubu, you will not go to the in short, the man is too much. When he became president, I knew he would go to better Nigeria. Why? Because I saw what they did in Lagos State. Lagos State can go to 3 4 days. It's a very complex state. Before he went there as a governor, Lagos State was a new area. Crime was robbery everywhere. Nobody wanted to go. Nobody wanted to go near Lagos because of the crime wave and so on and so forth. man went there and performed magic. Lagos is most secure today than most part of this country. And they work of the president. The economy of that country is the one that brought it. Lagos can exist without the federal government or the everyone. You know what you observe? Everything will go to Lagos, Abuja for allocation. I'm telling you, Lagos can live without that allocation. Why? Because what my president did in that country. When it was one president wanted to establish that, I don't remember whatever traditional government or something, they didn't want to give Lagos money from us. Then the man being the governor looking what and created ways whereby Lagos would get enough internally generated revenue. The one who was there were able to build this, build that, and all. They're coming to the year now. I was happy that he became the president. Happy with him. Those things that were abandoned by other governments, those things that made this country what it used to be those days, bringing them back. I remember when I was going to buy I used to train. My mom was crying that was sent to Bauchi. It's got to be to Port Harcourt, moving the train. Within the 2 days I was in Bauchi. After I bought train to died. And the whole thing died. Look at it to his back. In a better form. Because not everybody can afford flying. Apart from that, this train something seems to be the safest. You can use it to carry a lot of loads that cannot carry to fly. One day walked over. It was what they call student loan that maybe would have today. It could be about a building one type of today. If there was no student loan in those days. Because my father was interested with a rope, go to school, so there was nobody. So when I got an opportunity to was in Ibadan, it was a student loan. Student loan that I got, but almost automatic, that helped me initially before the University government gave me a scholarship. But what happened later, the student loan board died. So students go to school again. Some became criminal because of no money to go to school. But then my known and still I come back with no student now will say, I passed by job because of money I cannot go to school. Wow. And the person University of Calabar. And those are very poor students who are rented for loan. I don't think it's correct.
Okay.
I don't think, but I'm going to find out. But what I do is that loan has really helped You talk about empowerment. I don't know whether you know that there are some people in this country, every month they go back and get something, whatever. Okay, people pay what? We're getting 100,000 naira a month. A month. Imagine that. 1,000 people per what? What the word of what I want? Every day. 1,000 people getting money. 100,000 naira. You know, that will help a lot. Poverty will be wiped out. And so on and so forth. And stopping this fuel subsidy has really helped. People don't know the implication, so that the leader will know that subsidy was being controlled by a clique who get the money every time to reach themselves. But when that thing was stopped, they stayed down and collected a lot of money every month. And the women every month to use in the original years. That's why you see it stays down. We do a lot of good things. So what I'm saying they don't share is that President is a strategist. What he did in Lagos State, that they working all day now, and what he's doing now in Nigeria, and people don't feel the importance now. Very soon they will feel the importance. Frame might be called it now, it's not the leader, like good down now. You know the importance of this policies. So I love the government. I love policies.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you so much, sir. Well, at this point, before we wrap up today's conversation, what is your candid advice for the women in Nigeria, the women in Akwa Ibom State, the women in Etimekpo local government area, the women in all earnest women? What is your advice to them? Because I know as we are preparing, or Nigerians are preparing, for this 2027 election, a lot of things have been said, a lot of aspiration, a lot of people have said a whole lot of things, and then preparations still are also undergoing to ensure that maybe we have a change of leadership, or we may not have a change, or the people that are still there will still be there. Nobody knows yet until the election comes. But for now, what is your own advice for the women? Before someone will complain that, oh, Nigeria is only male dominated, or politics in Nigeria is only for the men, the women, they are not allowing them to come up. What is your own advice to them?
Thank you. I would like to advise the women in Etimekpo, Akwa Ibom, and for the whole country to sit up and get set for this election that is 2027 around the corner. They should go make sure that their names are in the INEC register, your target. Because if your name is not in the INEC register, you cannot vote. If you cannot vote, you cannot vote out, you cannot vote in the good people. Look, so I left, excuse you, and I ran to, when they came for me at the table. I wanted to say things. When I be hearing, I said people say things for myself. I went there, saw lorries loaded with rice, beans, and so on and so forth. I saw women, men, simple, with this, what I was going to them from church. On the witness. Was being made to be a part of these items provided by the state government. That what it does almost on weekly basis. Who would not vote for such a governor to come back to president the second term? They want to go vote for governor, they will go and see all our money. You have seen what Bono has done in this states. You have developed the state. Above all, you have brought peace. You don't have peace. You can be a millionaire, minus peace, you are not safe. But this man has brought peace to this state. When we talk about my dear brother, the Senate President, I'm not about you. I'm a man, an old man forever. I've seen senators in life, my life. Senator for senators presenting me. Well, yes, go. They will go, come back without doing anything for anybody. Except going to be so beautiful hotel in the villages and town and Lagos and so on and so forth. But so what is man doing? And now I was sitting and say, he sees in Nigeria that the things about other people, every time when that thing about himself, every time he talk about it, he will talk about himself. But what do I do to improve the lives of the people that are talking now? In some way, they say them community projects. He agreed to by our own government. Many projects. What we allow you to see in the past.
All right, thank you so much, DIG Odom A. Odom, the Pro-Chancellor of University of Calabar, the Chairman Board of Governors of every schools, Nigeria. Thank you so much for your time on this program. I must really thank you immensely for making out time to be with us on this show today. God bless you. All right, and that's how we wrap up today's conversation on the program Her Voice Her Strength, showing on NTA at Channel 12 Oyo, live on Facebook, on YouTube, on Star Times, every Saturday by 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. Don't forget, for your sponsorship and appearance on the program, you can call 0703-1251-348. Until I come your way again next week, same time, I remain your Anchor Dora Okobase, signing out for now.